Yo, what's up, everybody? Your boy Buttermink, and I have with you a Twitch Battle League Season 4 draft analysis featuring my brand new team, the Fort Wayne Gastrodons. As you can see, we were invited back by the GOAT, Godoa Dragon, for our 4th season of Twitch Battle League. We joined in the middle of Season 3, had a busted rain team with a Battle Bond Greninja. Went 3-2 with it, missed playoffs because the team I took over started 0-5. And yeah, but we got invited back. We did the Summer League. I uploaded the playoffs to my channel, both matches I did in them. And then we did the preseason tournament thing. And now we're here in Season 4. And honestly, pretty excited. We got some stiff competition. Co-host Intestines is back and trying to remain undefeated since he went 14-0 in the Summer League, including a 5-0 romping of my precious Mega Gardevoir, rest in pieces. And then there's also obviously Godoa, there's Playmaker. Thankfully we don't play him because, well, he's Playmaker and he's the GOAT. There's Splurge, Hydra, both are amazing battlers. Oh, and as you might have heard, I've actually had a few guests with this draft analysis. They are actually in my front office, and they helped me build this team. So why don't you all introduce yourselves?
I guess since you already mentioned me, I'm Playmaker. I'm the coach of the Atlanta Raichus. Check me out if you get a chance.
Link in the description.
Yeah, description. Check it out.
It's me, Banana Lord. I think I've uploaded 2 videos, so you probably don't know me, but I know you.
And he's the GOAT, so just respect him. Respect the banana.
Alright, and then I'm Alder. I'm actually, in fact, not a goat. I am a sheep, and if you are dare to call me a goat, I will accuse me of misrepresenting my species, and I will get you arrested, so please don't do that.
He's also Canadian, so he means it.
Yeah, eh? Bonjour.
How are you ever gonna wake up if you call yourself a sheep?
Nah.
Wake up, sheeple. We must rise against the Pokemon gods.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, my ancestors are Scottish, so I'm probably part sheep in there somewhere.
Oh my goodness, this video's getting demonetized. Oh wait, I don't get monetization. I have like 16 subscribers.
Nice. Hey, maybe you'll be 17. I don't think I've actually found your channel.
Okay, I'll definitely be sure to link all my videos that I do. This one actually goes up this Saturday, I think, if I get it edited.
Sure, sounds good. I'll be sure to watch it and then listen to myself be a sheep and then cringe at my voice.
Same. I cringe at my voice every time I listen to a recording. Makes editing really difficult.
I can imagine.
So, getting on to the draft, we actually got the 6th position in draft, but I talked to my front office and we were all like, no, we don't want that.
6 is trash.
Yeah, 6 is the worst position.
It's a bad number.
But thankfully, Dr. Playmaker over here, did I mention he's a doctor? Dr. Playmaker offered us his 12th position in his wheel pick if we gave him our 6th pick in the draft, and I was instantly like, yeah, that's a deal I am 100% in on. So we ended up having the wheel pick in this draft, which was nice. So a big shout out to Playmaker for making that happen.
Anytime, brother, anytime.
So the first Mon I wanted was a Mon I went into this season knowing I wanted to draft, and it's a Mon that I personally love. It's my favorite Mega. It's one of the best Megas in format. I'd argue it's even better than a certain other Mega that has a similar role, just less of one, and it's honestly what I consider a first-round pick, even though most people are like, why would you do that? But that Mon is Death Note on Mega Gallade. Now, I know looking at its stats, you're like, wow, that's powerful, and you're right, but what makes Mega Gallade the absolute GOAT is all the tech options it has. It gets Wish, it gets Will-O-Wisp, it gets Thunder Wave, it gets Swords Dance, it gets Bulk Up. Heck, if you want to run Calm Mind, you can run fucking Calm Mind. Sure, 65 special attack.
It gets Wish too.
Yeah.
Yo, special Gallade? Let's go.
Special Mega Gallade with that clean 65 special attack. I mean, you're not dying from a special hit. Like, 115 special defense boosted? Ooh, that's
Jeez.
a lot of
Okay,
damage.
but is his ability pure power? Just saying.
No. His ability is the heart of the cards. Because he is the #1 duelist, the Duel King. And he will destroy you with his Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Okay, Yugi.
No, Yugi doesn't have a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Who the hell are you?
I never fucking watched that show.
Oh my
Go watch
goodness.
it right now.
Pokemon's better.
Hey, wait. Stop the recording. You need to go and watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Stop. We'll come back. Just take a walk. Go watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! And then we'll be with you.
Yeah, Manbird has not seen Yu-Gi-Oh either.
Nope,
just for the
never
record.
watched.
All right. Let's ready for the break. Okay.
A few moments later.
And we're back. Okay, so both of them have watched the full entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. Every single, all of them. I don't even know all of the names, but they watched all of them, so now we're back.
Yeah, it took me less than 12 hours to do it, too. Like, I can speed watch like you would ever believe. Death Note,
Holy
finished
jeez.
in a minute. Bam.
Holy jeez.
I remember all of it, too.
That's pretty fast.
Kunai with chain.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
I always say that Manbird sounds a lot like Joe Wheeler.
That's so true. Oh, my goodness.
No. Just no.
Anyways,
that was the goat. That was Banana Lord who said that. I don't know who you're giving credit here.
Besides the memes, Mega Gallade is really, really good. I remember when I was like first getting into competitive Pokemon, like I was still pretty trash. It was during like Oras days. Like Oras was like pretty much brand new at the time. No, it wasn't actually that new. Either way, it was a few years ago. And I was playing with a friend of mine. He's like, "Hey, I used to do a bit of competitive. I only have one team, but like I'll do it." And his team was totally not legal for OU because he was running a crazy Baton Pass team, which is totally broke the rules, but I didn't know that because I was new in it. And he went and baton passed Swords Dance Ninjask to a Mega Gallade, which proceeded to ruin my life.
Yeah,
So-
what makes Mega Gallade so good, and why I like it over its counterpart Mega Gardevoir, is not only does it get that speed boost to 110 speed, meaning that it outspeeds all those base 100s and base 105s and base 108s that you see throughout the metagame, but it also gets a crucial defense boost that makes its bulk something that you have to respect. Like, taking this thing in one hit is not the easiest of tasks, especially since it can run some fairly bulky variants. Like, Gallade is a mon of many choices, and if you don't prep for
definitely.
it properly, it will run train through you, especially with the team support I have for it this season.
Honestly,
Hell yeah.
the only thing that's really holding it back is that 68 HP, which is pretty garbage, but I mean, you can't have everything.
No, if
I mean,
it
the only
had...
thing that resists its dual stab is like psychic types, but it gets Shadow Sneak for that.
And
so
knockoff,
you
too.
don't gotta worry about it.
Yeah, knockoff is good.
Which is an amazing support move. That's why I prefer it over Mega Metacham, because it actually has a way to deal with those psychics. And is bulkier than Mega
true.
Metacham as well.
What's a
Okay,
comfort
but like,
weakness,
if we
right?
want to do we want to turn this into a podcast, or do you want to move on to the next pick?
It's probably going to end up being both, but that's correct. This next mon is, since we got the wheel, we got it right after Mega Gallade, and it's another mon that I've always wanted to try, that got sniped for me in KPL Season 2, and that I honestly think is a really good mon that I really am interested in trying, and that is Manbird, the brightest, loveliest Manbird, Tornadus Therian.
Not to be confused with Tornadus Incarnate, which can also grant 3 wishes.
But doesn't get Regenerator, which is a god tier ability.
Yes, that is
Also,
very true.
it's like the biggest move pool in the game.
Its move pool
Uh,
is insane.
Well, I mean, it's no Clefable, but it is really good, yeah.
Ew, do not mention Clefable around here. That is an unholy name. But
Okay, Mew. Is that better?
okay, Mew's almost as toxic, but not
Why are you
quite
talking
as
about these lame mons? Who are you hanging around these days?
So we have Manbird, the Tornadus Therian. As you can see, it gets regenerated, which gives it 33% of its health back each time on switch, when it switches out and switches back in. So that's really clutch. It gets U-turn. It gets that nice space 121 speed that gives it that nice momentum. It's got decent 79, 80, 90 bulk that allows it to take most non-super effective hits, and it also has a fairly respectable special attack, along with a 110 base power special flying move, Hurricane, that if it hits, it's gonna deal some damage. It's gonna chunk some stuff. And plus 100 attack with like acrobatics. Let's say you want a focus ass acrobatics set, or you run a no items
Well,
acrobatics.
I don't think it gets acrobatics.
It does get
It
acrobatics.
gets acrobatics.
Really?
It-
Holy crap!
yeah.
It doesn't get Brave Bird, is what it doesn't get. Or
True.
what is that? Drill Peck. It doesn't get Drill Peck. Although it doesn't have a beak, so that makes
Drill
sense.
Peck
Yeah,
is-
it doesn't. It
Well,
doesn't
it
have
doesn't
a
have a
beak.
peck. Yeah.
Yeah.
A beak.
It doesn't have a peck.
It doesn't have a
doesn't have-
pecker.
Yeah,
You know
it
what-
doesn't,
you
it
know
doesn't
what-
have a peck either, you know.
You know what it
But-
also doesn't have? It doesn't have arms. Where did its arms go?
They turned
Lost
into
its
What do you
arms.
mean it
wings.
doesn't have pecs?
They turned it
It
into
lost
wings.
its arms, and then it gained legs. Like where did those legs come from, man?
I don't know, but it's really good. It's a really great support mon that can also, deal damage and get that nice, clean momentum for your team. And honestly, I'm really excited to try it out this season and see how I do with it. Now, this next
Yeah.
mon is a very classic staple of my teams. It's a great special wall. I really hope to God that I'm talking about the right one. I'm gonna have to cut this entire part out. But
It is not.
Nope.
Shit. Oh,
Deuces,
yes.
man. Deuces.
Yes. Okay, so we're editing that part out and we're taking it from the top. So 3, 2,
8.
1. Delete this section. Go. And up next is, I wanted to start my cores now, because as you can see I don't have any Firewater Grasses, Fairy Dragon Steel. And when looking through Tier 2 options, there was one grass that stuck out to me as like, hey, you know what? This would be a very interesting mon to try. I've not had it before. It's, one of my favorite animals on the planet. It's my favorite starter of all time, personally. And that is Caduceus the Superior. Now, you look at...
Hey, it's a goat.
It is amazing. Outer, why don't you explain your reference at the bottom?
What, don't want none unless you got buns?
Yes.
Oh,
That ain't-
that
I mean,
one?
that ain't me, but like...
That's like, what do you think? It's an anaconda. Like it doesn't want any unless you got buns. Well, and thankfully, as you could see, as I added to the bottom of the page, I added some bonds, so that way, it really wants some because we got buns now.
It really
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to make those hamburgers and just munch, choo choo.
If I didn't put those buns here, then every time that this mon would get used throughout the entire season, it would just underperform. But just because I put those buns in, big you're welcome for that. So I didn't even get a thank you. So I would really appreciate that because I put a lot of work into putting those buns on screen.
Yeah.
Hey, but like, did you guys know that you don't want none unless you got buns? That was sampled from, you know what that song is?
Baby Got
I
Back?
Like big butts and you know that one?
Yeah.
It was sampled
Baby Got
from
Back.
that shit.
Yeah,
Shit,
I
so
know. Yeah,
Man,
I mean,
Nicki Minaj.
what musician these days does not steal at least one thing from one artist? It's kind of hard
That's
when you
true.
pump out like 100 songs too.
Man,
Like not to fault them in any way, because like you gotta pump out those songs real quick. You often.
but like, if you think about it, we're just like gonna run out of music eventually once we make enough songs.
Yeah,
Man, how does that even happen?
yeah. You
How
can
about
even
Manbird?
you can see hints of like Mozart in some popular music these days. It's really cool when you listen to it. Either way, we're getting off topic.
Okay,
Here.
so let me
I was
explain
gonna say,
Superior's nickname here. We originally named it Nicki Minaj, but one of my friends, Seda, who retired from Mons, God bless his soul, we miss him very much, he said, no, fucking stop it, you piece of shit. Not that words exactly, but he basically was like, why would you ever do this? So I was asking around.
Demonetized.
I was demonetized when we started this thing. So I started looking around, and I decided... to, I remember the doctor signal that you see on, like, sides of ambulances and stuff with the snake wrapped around it, and that staff, I asked Playmaker what it was called, and he said it was called Caduceus. And I was like, you know what? That's a sick Pokemon name. That's what Superior's nickname is going to be. So, that's where this name came from.
I actually didn't know because you were saying at the beginning that Caduceus is like your favorite starter.
Yeah. It's a snake.
Dude, I thought it was gonna be Blaziken.
Nope.
Because you're like, well, at least you were the Fort Wayne Flare Blitz, right?
No.
Well, I mean, that would
Blaziken's
take a bit
a-
away from Josh, wouldn't it? Like, you gotta have
true.
some individuality.
Plus, like, snake mons, just like snakes. I love them. I just can't help it. They are my favorite animal on this planet. And when they introduce a starter that is both grass type and a snake, I gotta love it. It's right in my heart. Right in my heart.
Hey, but grass type boys.
That
that's
is
the best
understandable.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
And as you know, Superior is a good subseeder because it's very, well, not very, but it has nice bulk. It's got Contrary, which every time it uses Leaf Storm, doubles its special attack, raises it by 2 stages. It starts hitting like an absolute truck, even with that only 75 special attack, which is pathetic, but like, you don't want this thing to set up Leaf Storms on you and not have an answer to it, or you're gonna have a bad time. You understand?
And I mean, yeah, Leaf Storm is powerful enough on its own. That thing's 130 base power.
Yeah, and then
That's
it doubles
crazy
its
shit.
special attack every time it uses it, too. Like,
Well, not every single time, but like the
When it
113
hits.
speed really helps. It doubles the first time, and then it goes to +3, so it's
which is times 3,
plus,
which is
plus
a...
4, which is times 3, so it's a 1.5 times boost
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah,
But still, it's crazy high. When you whack some specs on that thing, it's just doing so much damage.
yeah.
We did some counts against some resisted hits, and it's still like a 2-hit KO.
Mm-hmm.
What mom was that again? It was like a steel type of some sort, wasn't it?
It wasn't a Scavalier, because that wouldn't make any sense.
No, yeah, no way, because it's 4 times.
Mega
worse. But
Mawile. It was
something
Mega
in the-
Mawile. That's what it was. Mega Mawile
Yeah,
can't
Mega
take 2
Mawile.
Leaf Storms.
This thing, it gets 2 shots, a Mega Mawile with a resisted hit, and if you think that's weak, then something's messed up.
Yeah, it's a really good mon, and if it gets going, especially with that 113 speed and Contrary, which is one of the best anti-web moves in the game, I feel sorry for you, buddy, because it's not going to be a good time for you.
It also helps against defog and shit. Also, Serp is so fucking good in draft because he only needs to bring one. He knows what hidden power he needs. He can bring hidden power Rock against Volk. He can bring that against Zard X. He can bring like Fire against Skarm. He can bring whatever the fuck he needs.
Yeah. Or if I don't want the
yeah,
coverage,
I
I
never
can
thought
just
of
Leech
that.
Seed.
I never thought of that defog strats. Holy crap!
Yeah,
that
it
is
gets
crazy.
defog too. So like,
No. Switching it in onto defog.
Oh, yeah.
You just got a freaking double team, man. That's crazy. I never thought
And
of
you can
that.
glare them afterwards.
Yeah.
That shit is like, that's demonic.
Oh,
No one
Superior
else can do
is
that.
an
yeah,
amazing
never do that.
mon.
Please don't do that.
Oh, if there's a team that I specifically know is going to bring defog, I might just do that.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be. Actually, I kind of want to see that. I don't want to torture the guy though.
Maybe he deserves it. We'll say he picked a puppy.
Oof. Yeah, that's the big rip.
Alright, so up next we have our first tier 3 of this draft, and it is a Fort Wayne staple. It is an Alolan form. It is insanely specially bulky. It has one of my favorite abilities that got super buffed in Gen 7, and that would be Gluttony. And giving that away, I'm talking about Garbotoxin, or Alolan Muck.
Oh crap! I thought you were talking about Alolan Snorlax.
Ah! Damn it. Oh well, it happens.
It does the same thing as Snorlax.
Pretty much.
Pretty
yeah.
much.
It's got a bunch of speed, special defense, bunch of attack, and really bunch of speed, bunch of HP.
Yeah, I was like, what?
It has no
Bunch of-
speed.
bunch of
we
HP
got
attack,
Trigger here, bud?
bunch of HP attack and special defense. Like it's basically just a better typed Snorlax at this
Pretty
point.
much. Plus,
Like normal type is useful, but being able to remove toxic spikes is really nice.
plus
Yeah,
it
and
gets
Stab on Pursuit is so fucking nice.
True.
'Cause even like regular Snorlax.
or stab
even
knockoff.
runs
In
Pursuit
fact,
is nice.
Snorlax doesn't even get knockoff. So, knockoff is one of my favorite moves in the game, just because of how how much big of a utility it can be. Like if you have a Scarfer that my team doesn't like, bye bye, you're gone. See you later.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, the only thing that Mega Gallade hates is like Psychic types or like Ghost Steel types like Doublade. But this thing, it fucks them up. They can't do anything about it.
And then it can just curse up on him and bam, what's your switches? You don't have one. That's right, you're dead. Bye. Thanks for playing. Muck had a nice time. It also gets
It goes
poison
really
touch.
well with Superior too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's because Superior is a nice ground resist, and that's the only weakness that Muck really has. So if you ever have your Muck in and you're fearing an earthquake, then bam, you just go Superior, and since Superior's got decent bulk, it really complements it really nicely.
And not to mention, like, Muck is one of the premier superior answers, and it's on my team. So, in fact,
There you go.
Torn and Muck are both great superior answers, and no one can have either of them.
I bet you, what's it called? Oh my goodness. Tornadus. I bet you it still gets 2-shot by that spec set, though.
Probably. It probably does. Especially its incarnate form, I imagine, does.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Its incarnate form is a lot less bulky, and
Yeah.
doesn't have a generator. Next up...
It's less fast, but...
Also, I'm just going to make a quick comment. Do you see Muck's teeth? That man has missed way too many dentist appointments. Someone go to his GoFundMe page, give him some money so we can go to the dentist again.
Hashtag give Muck
Yeah,
teeth.
You know, I agree.
As a
How's that man ever
doctor...
gonna get himself a girlfriend?
As a doctor playmaker, that must offend you horrendously looking at that poor dental
Not to mention
hygiene.
any of the other toxic stuff about it. Yeah, it's because of the teeth. That's why he doesn't have a girlfriend.
I mean, I'm not a dentist. I'm going into the world of medicine. So he can have all the ugly teeth he wants, bro. Or the lack
Playmaker is
of.
Doctor Strange confirmed.
Okay, but imagine you're doing surgery on someone and every time they pass over their head, you get a reek of that shit. No,
Oh.
you don't want that.
Oof. I mean, I
See,
think the whole thing reeks.
maybe he has some minty fresh breath. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't
Maybe
know.
he pops
We don't
mint
know.
every time he
Oh, yeah.
opens his mouth. Just like opens his mouth, pops a mint.
His mouth is perpetually open.
Right.
That's a lot of mints. Or is it just one mint?
It's one giant mint that he devours over time.
No, but if his mouth is permanently open, does that mean he consumes an infinite amount of mints, or just one mint?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think.
Anyways, that's your homework for tonight, viewers. If you could just bring that answer into the comments section, and if you do, you could win a prize of some fresh air.
Courtesy of Muck Mints.
Maybe his or maybe his teeth are mints, and that's why he has very few of them.
Oh, that's so much sense. I never knew until now. Thank you.
My
for
mind
enlightening
has
me
been
on this topic.
my mind has imploded. All right. So jumping
How are you
in.
gonna give away something that you never even had in the first place? When have you gotten fresh air?
That's a good question.
I abstain from
Hey,
this
I went out
question,
earlier
Your
today.
Honor.
I had to go out of town today. So,
All right.
anyways, that's beside the point.
Yes, it is. So up next we have Mr. Big Meaty Claws himself, Metagross.
Chunga 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 chunga.
And
Chunga chunga
Big
chunga
chungus.
chunga 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 chunga. Did someone say big meaty chungus?
That's
now, as you can
I didn't
see,
say it.
no one here did, but Metagross, fantastic mon. Clear Body is a busted ability, doesn't give a crap about Intimidate. You want to come in on it with a Lando T, I'm just going to Agility up, then hit you with the Ice Punch the very next turn, and you ain't got anything to say about it. It's got that...
That's Yachi.
Except for earthquake.
True. But Ice Punch will go first, because I Agility'd.
Oh yeah, because you got the agility up. Yeah.
Yep.
Who
And
switches in a Lando on a Metagross though?
idiots. And hopefully people are idiots in this league. I know they're not, though, because everyone in this league is really good, and it's scary. But it's got that sick 135 attack, 130 defense, so this thing doesn't die to any defensive attack whatsoever, which complements Alolan Muck really well, because Alolan Muck has an amazing special defense, and Metagross has an amazing defense. It's fairly slow, but like I said, it gets that nice agility. It gets Bullet Punch for priority, something that I don't have on this team besides Shadow Sneak for Mega Gallade and Alolan Muck, and what am I saying? I have plenty of priority on this team.
What?
It gets Clear Body, which mitigates.
Mitigates?
Yes, mitigates. Thank you, Alder. You
No problem.
beautiful person, you. It mitigates all that nasty Intimidate using going around, like Incineroar coming in. Nah, buddy, here's this Earthquake. Catch it.
Talk about intimidate mitigation. Superior?
Oh yeah. Oh. Hit him up with that Leaf Blade the next turn, just like you didn't expect.
Oh
this.
yeah, that leaf blade tech.
Leaf Blade and
Leaf
Leaf
Blade.
Storm.
The only good set is Overgrow, Swords Dance. That's what I'm saying.
Swords Dance Overgrow. Yeah, Muck, not Muck, Metagross, Metachungus. It sort of complements with Muck. The only thing, though, is they do share a ground weakness.
Yeah.
So if you take that away, then the defensiveness, yes, Muck having the big special defense and Metagross having the big defense, it's really nice. And then also with the Dark Resist on the Muck compared to Dark and Ghost, actually, both of them from Muck, and the weakness on the Metagross side.
And
the only problem is Muck hates being knocked off. Is the thing.
That's
no
true.
matter what holding.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. If you have a recycle set, it's not that big a deal.
especially if you've lost,
Not
if
like
you've
when you
used
get
your
knocked off,
item.
you can't recycle. And
You can't.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you
that's
can't.
trash.
But if you
That's trash.
if you haven't recycled yet and you had to switch out for some reason, you come back in, then you can take a knockoff worry free.
Yeah. That's extremely situational. You
Yeah,
don't really
that's
account for that.
But Gallade in its normal form can switch in on knockoff and get that +1 attack though.
Easy.
And then name a switch into a +1 Mega Gallade. You can't because it doesn't exist. It is a
Exactly.
beautiful, beautiful creature. So far we've got some nice team synergy going on. And up next, as you noticed, my team is fairly fast. I've got 3 Mons over base 110. But I decided, you know what? This Mon has served me well in the JGL, and I'm loving it. It's such a great Mon to tech stuff with. It is one of my favorite fairies in the game, outside of the best boy Mimikyu, which I would mention I was going to draft instead of Superior, but someone decided to pick it before me.
I don't know who did that. That's very mean of him.
Yeah, it was me. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, Alder, you're not even in the league and you stole Mimikyu from me.
I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But anyway, we've got the Puff Daddy himself, Mr. Slurpuff the Goat. Now, what makes Slurpuff so amazing is that unburdened
Is that it makes
ability.
Phoenix wet?
Well, yes, it does. It is. I mean,
Oh,
just
that third ability right there.
That third ability right there.
every time it hits the field, I just splooge
So I-
my pants.
It's true. If you've ever been in a Discord conversation with this man, what does he talk about?
Oh, Puff Daddy, yeah, come here, baby. I want to make out with your faces. But yes.
What else is there to talk about?
That's fair.
Slurpuff is an amazing Mon. It gets unburdened, which allows for some pretty heat stuff. Sure, you got your standard belly drum set that runs the citrus berry. You just get that +6 attack, and then you basically go ham on anything that's not a steel fairy type, or a steel bug type, or a steel resist fighting type. Because everything else is just
Basically anything that resists both fairy and fighting.
pretty much. Minus like stuff like
Doublade the ultimate killer.
Yeah, Doublade hard counters this, but Doublade doesn't want to see Muck on the field. Like, ever.
No, of
Very
course
true.
not.
Uh,
But also, don't really plan around a Doublade. You just need something that has a special attack.
yeah.
And, yeah.
Or knockoff.
But also, Puff Daddy has a special attack.
It sure
And it
does.
Oh, yeah. Plus,
You
not
know,
to
like-
mention,
Calm Mind.
Calm Mind, Flamethrower. This thing learns Flamethrower. It can be your Scissor counter for days. Both times I faced
No
a
one
Scissor...
has mentioned the absolute best thing about Slurpuff yet.
Yeah, are you talking about the Cotton Guard? You best be talking about the Cotton Guard. 'cause
I'm not
that's
talking about Cotton Guard.
+3
Cotton Guard
defense.
is trash.
+3
Oh my
defense
goodness.
on
Cotton
any
Guard,
Mon.
okay.
I
Cotton
think we're
Guard,
talking about getting Puff Daddy's splurge on the field.
Cotton Guard is a trap. I say that because when you're boosting your defense on a Mon that's really actually not that defensive, you have to take up a turn to do it. And I don't think that turn is usually worth it. The move that I'm talking about is webs.
Oh,
This thing gets
yes.
webs.
In Gen
You
7,
gotta shoot that stuff all over.
when this thing breeds with Cutiefly, it learns webs, and it just stickies up the field with its cotton candy strings.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at how like you just described like a Slurpuff mating with the cutie fly. Like you were just like, oh man, what a mates with this cutie fly.
Could have
baby.
picked Bombi, but nope, you gotta loot the lollies. Quit looting lollies.
And not to mention, Puff Daddy has the best shiny in the game. Don't at me, you are wrong if you think otherwise. Oh my goodness, that
Wait,
is
hold on.
a
Hold on, I
beautiful
need to see
shiny.
this.
It looks like chocolate cake. And who doesn't
Oh
love
yeah,
chocolate
I know
cake?
the one. Okay, yeah, it is pretty good.
It is an amazing one. Not
I
to
mean, if
That
you're
is
not
pretty
talking about
shiny.
Doublade when you're talking about, just saying.
Yeah, Doublade's pretty good too.
It's,
I mean, I
its
gotta
swords
say,
look like they're like bathed in blood or something. That's so hardcore.
what about that shiny Espeon though? Gotta get that nice pickle green.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
Dragonite.
Green is my favorite color, but like green Pokemon shinies just never work.
I mean, it's pretty much a meme at this point to make fun of green shines.
You're not wrong. Let's continue that. But it also gets access to Wish, which means it can actually be an efficient Wish supporter. Like especially with that Cotton Guard set, Alder was railing earlier. You give it Wish, you give it Cotton Guard. All of a sudden, any physical attacker, this thing will not die to it. It will just stand there, fire off those flamethrowers at those steel types, thinking, "Oh hey, I got a free switch, and this is a Slurpuff. I can handle it." And then you're like, "No, bitch, sit down, get out of my face. You're dead. Goodbye."
Yeah,
Next.
definitely. That's the only scenario where I say that Cotton Guard's a good idea is if you're running Wish, because Wish is a fantastic move.
And
Wish is great.
Puff is a fantastic mon, and just love the Puff Daddy. Don't disrespect it, because it will kill you in many different ways, some you didn't even know it could do. Next, I believe we
Okay,
had...
but you can't even use Wish effect because when you like switch out,
Oof. So
it does
next...
make no sense.
Oh, you're disrespecting the Puff Daddy. Banana, you're disrespecting the Puff Daddy.
It doesn't deserve my respect.
Oh, I will make you respect it this season. You will come to see it for the monster it is. But speaking of monsters, up next we have our Lieutenant Surge, our circuitry, which I picked up as my first free agent. It was in Tier 2. I decided I needed an electric type. Never tried this thing yet. And I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? I just got webs, and circuitry with webs sounds like a combination that will kill anybody. So
Definitely, that 173 special attack is nothing to laugh at, especially when you're firing off like thunderbolts. Like I don't even know the calcs on it, but like let's take Toxapex for example. Toxapex is commonly known. Well, I'll pull up some quick calcs here just to get how much that special attack really does. So let's do a quick circuitry. I'll do the Z Hypnosis set, and then it begins to Toxapex. And it does 79% max, rounding to 80 with no boosts.
yeah,
That
that is against
max
the
special defense
Toxapex.
of Toxapex. Max special defense Toxapex.
Yeah, so
Also, this thing is tail glows, so there's nothing that can make it hit. If you're
Oh
running
yeah,
around,
once you put the tail glow out, like that's one-shotting resisted mon. It's just crazy strong.
The ideal scenario for this
I mean,
is tail glow once, use Z speed boost, whatever you want, Sunny Day, Rain Dance, Electric Train. Z Electric Train is a great move for this thing. Then you get webs up with Slurpuff, and all of a sudden, like, this thing just cleans the house. There is nothing that's taking it. Because if they think they have a ground type, guess what? Gets Energy Ball. If they think they have a dragon, Dazzling Meme. Like, nothing wants to take on this circuitry. Dazzling Meme.
I mean, this thing just like ruled underuse to the point where Steelix was the best Mega in the tier. Yeah, it's fucking Mega Steelix. That shouldn't be a thing.
Because
Hey, don't make fun of my boy Mega Steel.
it was
He's
like
a good
the
boy.
only
It's
way to
just
answer this
trash.
thing.
He's a good boy.
It's just worse Mega Aggron.
That's actually a fair point.
Actually, why didn't... Oh, yeah, that's because Mega Aggron still dies to a Thunderbolt. Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. But yeah, this circuitry, as you can see, it's got a lot of support on this team. It's got the elements it needs to succeed, and if I can get it going, be prepared for circuitry to just wreck people north, south, east, and west. In all the directions.
Yeah, I just calced Thunderbolt, two hit KOs Mega Aggron.
And that's, if it gets a tail glow up, it's a guarantee.
Oh, if it's a tail glow, it's a one shot.
Uh-huh, there's no way. Because, like, Filter doesn't stop Thunderbolt, and...
Because it's not super effective.
Yeah, and Aggron doesn't have the greatest special defense in the world either. Like, he's not living. It's not living at all. Next, we decided to fill out more of our Fire, Water, Grass core now that we've taken mostly care of our Steel Dragon Fairy.
Do you mean the Fire Dragon Steel?
Nope.
Oh, is next Zygarde 10?
the good boy.
Oh, well, I guess now that I've
He's a good
started,
boy.
we have Hardcore, our Zygarde 10%. Obviously it gets Power Constructor, that's banned, so we're not even going to talk about it. But, yeah, this is, I believe, our second dog Pokemon that we picked up.
No.
Our first one is Slurpuff. Slurpuff is based off of a dog, a poodle specifically.
Wait,
Oh, that's
what?
true.
It's a French
Wait,
poodle.
what?
Yeah, Slurpuff is a
How
French
many
poodle.
dogs? Oh my, wait,
Or was
what?
it the French poodle?
Yeah, Slurpuff is based off a French
Hey,
poodle.
wait, two.
Were there 2 Poodlemons in Gen 6?
Yeah, there was Furfrou, and then there was Slurpuff.
I hate to say it, guys, but Pokemon's running out of ideas.
Ow!
Okay, but isn't Slurpuff based off cotton candy? How can something be based off both of them? Wait,
Because it's
I'm looking
Pokemon.
this up,
They
but-
can literally make it out of anything. They could make a monster out of a garbage can if they wanted to. Oh wait, they kind of already did that.
No, they need to do that. I want to see a garbage can mod
A
now.
steel poison
You got
type?
my hopes up.
A steel poison
Yeah,
type?
that'd be freaking awesome.
there could be like an evolution in between Garbodor and whatever it's Trubbish, whatever called Garbaga.
Yeah, there you go. You
Yes,
got
the
your
garbage
Or
cocoon,
give
your
a
cocoon
make-
There we
stage.
go.
Give Garbodor a Mega, and then give it the steel typing, as well as poison.
Poison Seal. Oh, that's such a cool type.
Oh, and then
Yes,
give
has
it
that blue
Levitate.
attack.
Or like give it an ability
Oh,
where it
that's a
summons...
Why would it get
menace. And it
Levitate?
stops its spikes and spikes.
So it doesn't die to EQ.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. Okay, obviously, it makes
Because
sense
the trash-
competitively, but why would a garbage can get levitate?
because the trash can uses the power of the Earth's core. Or maybe it should get an
No,
ability that summons
you
Magnet
get
Rise on
Prankster
the
and
Switch.
Electromagnet. Right, you get Prankster
And Magnet Rise. That could work. Prankster
There.
would be annoying on that thing. It would be a literal Oscar the Grouch. It would be
Okay, so I'm looking up
stupidly annoying.
Slurpuff now, and I'm seeing nowhere that says it's a dog. But anyways, we're not talking about Slurpuff.
Yeah,
we're
we're
talking
on
about
Zygarde
the good
10%.
boy. Who's a good boy?
Now,
Who's a good?
if you're wondering about the name,
He's a really good.
it's actually
He's
from
a good-
Sunset Overdrive. I've been hooked on that game. It's fantastic. I love it. And there's this character in one of the factions, Fargathia, that only says the words hardcore, and he's like super beefy, and he like is massive, and he's just a rugged gentleman, and his name is Hardcore. And like I was like, you know what? This thing is not
He
bulky.
sounds like a Pokemon. He only says it. What?
No, he literally only says hardcore. Everything he says is hardcore, hardcore, hardcore.
So he's a Pokemon.
He's
I
a
just reused your
sunset
joke.
mon.
How does it feel?
It feels really good. It feels bad.
Now, as you can see, hardcore adds yet another mon over base 110 to my team. Doesn't hit any other speed tier my other mons hit, but 113, 115, they're kind of similar. It's got that nice base 100 attack. It's a lot less bulky than its big brother, Zy 50. Zy Sneck, as I like to call it, because he is the sneckiest of boys. And it's got, obviously, a useless ability down here, because we ain't allowing Zonius or Yveltal anytime soon. But, like, just as a general...
I think being a good boy is a pretty good ability.
True. It is the bestest of boys. It is a really
Did you know
good
that
boy.
Zygarde Z Outrage does 60% unboosted to base 100 mons, like with max defense?
Dang.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, this is one of my Z captains, Circuitry, as I think I alluded to earlier with the mention of all those Z speed boosting, is my other, because we had a points-based Z system this time, and unfortunately I couldn't fit Turn T in Circuitry, so we went with Circuitry and Zygarde, just because Zygarde, occasionally, because people expect Banded most of the time because it's speed and the fact that I have webs, but I can catch them off guard with like maybe a Dragon Dance set, force that switch, and then, hit him up with that Z Outrage or that Z Sludge Wave if I'm feeling really techy, and fuck Tangrowth, because we can all agree fuck Tangrowth.
Yeah, fuck Tangrowth.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to draft it once, but it was sniped, so yeah, fuck Tangrowth.
I tried to use it, wasn't very good at it, but every time I face it, it basically walls the crap out of me, so yeah,
Same.
it's gonna be sweet, sweet
Tangrowth will
revenge.
just forever be the most unkillable.
Well, they did invent
Defensive way to do it.
Toxapex.
That's true.
I don't know.
Toxapex
Tangrowth is pretty fucking
Aspects is definitely way more annoying than
Yeah.
Tangrowth.
Yeah.
Because
in my opinion.
Toxapex you can't poison. You can poison Tangrowth, but Toxapex immune
Ah.
to it. Unless you have a Salazzle,
Yep.
which, spoiler alert, I don't, because I already have a poison type. And as you'll see with our
Yeah.
next pick, we've got a fire type too, and this is our third and final doggo of the team.
Captain Magma! Get him angry and he's bound to erupt! Krakatawa!
Yeah, I say that with complete confidence. We have Captain Magma, our Entei.
Krakatoa!
Yep. Krakatoa!
It's like the SpongeBob.
This is the best anime reference of the entire night.
Yes. We've been talking for what?
If you say SpongeBob's not an anime, then get out.
I feel like it's been an hour, and we've already made enough anime references to drown a weeb in his own cum.
Please don't ever say that again.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh, tasteless. I am completely tasteless. But as you can see, this is finally a mon that is base 100 without hitting, base 110 speed, something we haven't had before. Thanks to an event in June, I believe it was, this thing now can run Sacred Fire while being jolly, so it can actually take advantage of that base 100. Still needs Shiny Adamant to be extreme speed, but with 115 attack, it's even got 90 special attack if you want to run that Calm Mindset. It's got really fucking bulky on the HP stat. Like, it does not take any damage if it switches in on
my
really
opinion,
any
the
hit.
bulky sets are actually really good. I'm pretty sure it gets like Howl. So just saying.
True.
You can boost up to like +6.
Yeah.
That is
Entei is really good. I've never used it before. I've used Raikou, which people love to take shits on, but
'Cause it's
I think
one
it's
of
really
the-
good. Mostly because, for the same reason that I think that Entei is also pretty good, is because it dishes out a lot of damage, and then it also could take like at least 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, don't sleep on Calm Mind Entei because it's got a great special move pool, and it can deal some damage with Calm Mind.
And you can use Eruption with it.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
Rest Talk, Calm Mind, Eruption.
Oh my.
Jeez, man.
That's dirty.
That's memey.
Plus, with webs, like base 100s with webs, is some of the most broken shit in the game. Webs are a great. You may think my team's too fast, but I tell you, no, we must go faster.
Also, if your team's this fast, that means you don't have to worry about creepers nearly as much,
Yeah.
which is a big problem for webs.
Mm-hmm. Especially like, and plus if it's a flying Scarfer, I've got answers. Metagross can take any flying hit. It can even take on Staraptor because like Superpower bounces right off of it because it's got that secondary Psychic typing. And Tornti, obviously, as we discussed. Circuitry, if you build it bulky, which is actually a viable set because its special attack needs no investment to deal damage right out of the gate. Can take hits.
Hold on, did
with
you just
flying
say that
types.
bulky Circuitry is a viable set?
Yes, I did just say bulky Circuitry is a viable set.
Semi-bulky.
I might have to leave the
Semi-bulky.
call at this point. I don't know if I want to associate with you.
Bulky EVs, not bulky moves.
Yeah, obviously. Circuitry gets no bulky moves. Unless it gets
yeah, I know.
Cotton Guard. But, already
I don't
discussed
think
why
it
he
does.
doesn't like Cotton Guard. It would make no
Calm Mind.
sense if it does. Circuitry,
You could definitely get Calm Mind.
Yeah,
it
that's for
could,
sure.
but it doesn't.
What?
Yeah, it only gets Tail Glow as a boosted move, I'm pretty sure.
Only gets tail glow.
Only. Like, one of the best boosting moves in the game, it only gets Tail Glow. It's no Quiver Dance. Like, it's not as broken as Quiver Dance or anything.
Imagine Circuitry with Quiver Dance. Oh my lord.
Geomancy, though?
Oh
We
my
don't even need
goodness.
to talk about Geomancy.
Ju-
That thing would bust any mod.
That would break Zygarde 10% wide open if you gave it Geomancy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think that has like 60 attack.
65 special attack.
No, no. Okay, no, just no. Geomancy would not work on a Zygarde 10% because you just hit with any physical move still, and you
True.
need
Yeah.
to spend a turn to set up. Like Zygarde, the reason why everyone runs banded Zygarde set, like Zygarde 10% that is, I've actually used Zygarde 10% before, and every single week I brought band. Like,
Because it
without
can't
fail, every
set up
single
on
week.
anything. Because
Honestly,
it's
yeah.
so
Because it
weak.
can't set up.
Maybe you have to like hard predict them to like switch out one of their most important like things. But if you don't predict correctly, you die. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zygarde, it's definitely a more awkward mon to use than a Zy 50, which is why obviously it's down in Tier 3 instead of Tier 1 with its brother. But yeah, it's still a good mod. But we were talking about Entei, and then we switched topics.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Entei, good
They're
mod.
both dogs.
Yeah, they're both good doggos, along with Slurpuff, who is the best doggo. I love you, Puffy.
It's not a dog. I
It
looked
is a
it up.
I will.
It kind of looks like a dog. I can see that, like,
Oh my goodness.
it's
I will
it's
show you
tongue
the
is out.
Bob-
That's to prove that it's a dog.
I will show you the
I legit
Bulbapedia
looked up
article.
the Bulbapedia page.
I
No,
will
I
show
already
you.
did.
Okay, well, we'll show you.
I already
We'll
did.
prove you wrong after the stream, and I'll put it in the video when I get your reaction. But next up,
Alright.
I think that you put the wrong stats for the next mod.
what makes you say that?
No reason.
Okay, well, we'll get to it when.
Holy crap. Those are some high stats.
Okay, well, let's get into it. Next, we have, as you can see,
Mega Blastoise.
It literally is Mega Blastoise, yeah.
oh,
Whoops.
yeah.
Use
I
some,
might have
some
just.
hacking techniques.
Let's do some touch-ups here.
That's very
Yeah,
powerful.
hold on. I got this, boys.
I don't
Hold
think
on.
the edits are going to show up since I'm in presentation mode.
Let's try it. Did you see that?
No, I'm going to exit presentation mode because
Yeah.
this video is already a shit show anyway. It can't get any worse.
Hey, it's the
Alright,
entertaining shit show, I hope.
Yes, it is very
Yeah.
entertaining. But yes, as you can see, we got our water. We got Blastoise. You can actually see the last mon I drafted if you look at the bottom of the screen. But don't do that because you're not a filthy cheat. Yes, but it is indeed named after the Ninja Turtles, and specifically the theme song from the 2013 Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon that goes like, Leonardo, he's the leader in blue, does anything it takes to get his ninjas through. Donatello, he's a fellow, has a way with machines. Michelangelo, no, it's Raphael's got the most attitude on the team. Leonardo, he's one of a kind, and you know just where to find him when it's party time. Master Splinter taught him every single thing they need to be one green, lean, mean, incredible team. Yeah, that's
Oh,
all.
I thought this was.
Okay.
He's also a pretty good actor. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw him in what was that movie called, Titanic? It was pretty good.
I didn't watch Titanic because it was a 4-hour snore fest.
Wait, Titanic is 4 hours. Holy jeez.
That is.
Jeez, I've only watched it
the-
in like long bus rides, so I wouldn't really.
Yeah, that would
know the
explain
difference.
why you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is just too
Yeah,
long.
Blastoise is
Something for the Revenant, so.
Blastoise is okay. The only reason why most of us were talking about Blastoise, like our original plan was to actually get Milotic. Milotic was going to be the water type because of obviously it's super bulky.
Well, the
but-
original plan was Suicune, actually.
No, it was Milotic.
No,
and then
Milotic was
Suicune
first because we knew Suicune was.
Yeah.
We knew Milotic was going to get sniped, so we went with Suicune, but it got sniped too.
Oh, we changed our mind.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it did. I thought we just changed our mind because
We
wanted
need a
to-
rapid spin, that's right.
Yes, that I was getting into that. I was saying we were looking at we are a heavy webs team, and we don't want to just defog all day with Tauren and Superior. So we're like, hey, what if they set up a whole bunch of rocks on us and a bunch of other stuff, and we don't want to get rid of our webs that we've set up on the other side? Well, we need a spinner, and we need a water. Sounds like a good Blastoise for me.
Yeah. And also, I should mention that we weren't originally aiming at Entei. We were aiming for another ghost, Chandelure, but that got sniped in round 4, and as you can see, we didn't take Entei till round, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, till round 9. So, like, yeah, we definitely were on the back here when it came to ghost types this draft. Like, didn't get a single ghost type we wanted. Every single one got sniped. It was a pain.
Speaking of ghost types,
Yeah, speaking of ghost types, as you probably saw if you looked in the bottom left of this video, like a dirty cheat that you are, we have Doom Guy, our Golurk. Originally,
Jeez, you're so mean to the viewers.
I know, I'm just such a jerk. I am such a mini poo-poo head. But we originally wanted Palisand just because, look at our team, we lack any good rockers outside of Metagross. In fact, we lack any rockers outside of Metagross. And Palisand's just bulky. It gives another nice backbone to the team. It gives an electric immunity outside of Zygarde 10%, which doesn't switch into any attacks ever. But unfortunately, it got sniped by Brendan, Dark Devil 26. And so we were stuck with the second sloppy seconds from Unova, Golurk, who is still a good boy, though. He's got Iron Fist, he's got all the punches, He's got Drain Punch too. He's got Shadow Punch, which actually is a good move on him, which is like the only mon that can say that.
Decent 90 base power.
Yeah. Got 124. You got that nice attack stat. It can actually run a decent Rock Baller set, although usually it won't, especially not on this team. I've already got plenty of setup. Looking at you, Alolan Muck and Slurpuff and Mega Gallade and Circuitry, I go 10%, and Entei, you all are beautiful. But yeah, Golok, I actually like. I know I make it sound like Golok's a bad mon, and kind of it is, but it also has a soft spot in my heart just because Ghost types are my favorite type, and like his design is just so sick. Plus he learns Fly. If I could have made him a Z Captain, I'd bring Z Fly one week just because I could.
That's
Okay,
cool.
but
Let's
wait,
not
are
get it
those
wrong,
his
though.
actual stats?
Yeah.
I thought he was way less bulky. Those are
No,
like
he's
valuable.
Pretty bulky.
Yeah, he's got nice bulk. He's got decent bulk. He can't run AV though if you want to run Stealth Rock, so that's unfortunate. But he's got good bulk. He's got no guard if you want to like hit him up with that dynamic punch and get the confusion off. Obviously, you know, they didn't build the legs quite as beefy as they did his arms. Because look at his massive forearms, and then look at his puny virgin legs. It's just...
Hey, all you readers out there. Readers, watchers, viewers. That's the word, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
viewers.
Anyways.
Bright
Never
Lovelies
skip
is what
leg
I
day.
call them. I call them my Bright
stick through
Lovelies.
it, guys. Stick through it with Bright Lovelies. Never skip leg day.
Yeah. So, thank you for... you probably didn't, but if you did, thank you for sticking around for this completely messy, disorganized show of a team analysis. It was a lot of fun to record, though. Like, all you guys were amazing, and just talking about this team and going over all of its strong points, and, you know, how, I think we drafted really well. Yes, and thank you, Alder, for all your good memes and some of your very cringy ones.
Woo!
So yeah, I'd
I
like
did my
Yeah,
part,
so what's
boys.
going on today?
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
subscribe to PewDiePie.
That's true. He's at like only within 100,000 of T-Series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Do your part.
Real shame.
it's an epidemic that we must tide. We must surge against the tide of corporate greed in YouTube, even though YouTube itself is a greedy corporation. But
Wake up, people.
yeah, Alder, you need to start waking up.
Hey, the difference is 400k now. Let's go, boy.
Oh wow, that really got boosted.
Anyways, you're doing an outro.
Yes, I
I'll
was.
interrupt you.
So, well, actually, I wanted to give you guys all a shout out at the end. So, we had Alder,
Woo!
We
That's
had-
me. I don't have a YouTube channel.
we have Banana Lord.
Oh shit, my mic. Wait, everything all good?
Yeah, you're fine. And then we had
Okay.
Playmaker.
Well, goodbye, fellas.
Yeah, and that has
Wait,
been...
did Playmaker ever introduce himself?
Yeah, he did. He did an
Oh.
introduction.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Alright, this is a mess.
Well, thank you for watching, all you bright, lovely people. This view time's probably going to be like 2 minutes when I upload it, but hey, I don't do this for the views. I do it because just it's fun. So, thanks, all you bright lovelies out there, and I appreciate you watching. Have a great day, and I will see you with some awesome Twitch Battle League content. Thanks for watching.